What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to give you a pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers that you need to watch for and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off, futures are very red. Well, not very red, slightly, but that's as a result of this. So China once again pledging to stabilize the stock market. At the time of this post, which was late last night, the CSI 1000 did go down roughly about 8%. So China's whole stock market is in a very vicious death spiral, and they keep citing illegal activities, including malicious short selling. So who knows what will come from that. Market is taking this as a little bit more of a negative. It's not really affecting the stocks I'm going to be talking on, and plus the fear and greed index definitely bounced a little bit higher, so it's currently at 71, and that's as a result of good old Facebook and also Amazon. So their earnings definitely did save the broader market. Today they do have, or there is Palantir's earnings after hours. So if there is a slowing of growth, then that's most likely going to cause a lot of other growth stocks to kind of go down as a result. But once again, I could be very wrong about that. There isn't really any data points coming out to disrupt the broader market, so it is just going to be more of a technical driven day. And starting off with stocks that I like to talk on, one of which is SOFI. Cover that quite frequently under this channel, down about 1.78% pre-market. For those of you that don't know what SOFI does, this is their company profile. At the time of doing this video, there hasn't been any recent updates. Of course, they did have their earnings last week. I did take a week off, took a quick trip to England, but I do plan on doing a video on their earnings and whatever else. But definitely, in my opinion, they hit a home run and gave very good future guidance. Just the timing didn't really work out, especially with the jobs report, the Fed interest rate decision, good old Powell. Like, it just didn't really work out. And plus, then again, you have analysts really trying to drive SOFI stock price down. So a lot of interesting stuff. Right now, shorts are increasing about 134,000 shares. So that's one of the attributing factors why it is down this morning. 13.66% of the free float is being shorted. 124.56 million shares overall are being shorted. And cost to borrow average is 1.43%. And if you are looking at trading this, just watch this S1 to hold, so 729. I don't anticipate it touching because that would be a pretty significant sell-off today. But then again, if you're looking at placing a trade in the next couple days, watch for that point to hold. And then vice versa, for whatever reason, if it does have a nicer rally, because on Friday, randomly, like all the stocks were down, then SOFI just started to recover. So it kind of broke that 750 mark, and then it just recovered for whatever reason. But again, if it does do that, then just watch for this 828 being the next strong resistance. Moving on, ticker CHEA. So this is a acquisition company, so a SPAC rollout. At the time of when I was preparing for this video, it was up 160%. Now it is up only 111%. So this one definitely be very cautious about. On Friday, they did submit a 8K, and this is just I guess the results of their shareholder meeting. So proposals number 1 through 4 all were passed, as you can kind of tell right there. And it looks like the plan of merger did go through. So as far as the timeline, I haven't really looked too deep into this, but again, especially with a lot of SPACs, that's just, there's FOMO that does come. So if you are looking at trading this, just tread cautiously, because even when I was preparing for this, like, it was up pretty significantly. It was up above this R2, so 1262. As of right now, with it being at 1130, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 1041 is going to be the next strong support that you'll want to watch for it to hold, and then 1177. So this one definitely is not for the faint of heart. Moving on, ticker BRTX, biorestorative therapies. They recently put out some news this morning, fairly good for, I guess, the phase 2. In case you are kind of curious, this is what they do right here. So you can always pause the video, read through it and whatnot. As far as shorts, they're increasing about 16,000 shares. This company is not shorted whatsoever. So the short interest is 0.81%, 27,000 shares being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 204. So this one, it is what it is. Very, very low for that. If you are looking at trading this though, with it at $3.35 pre-market, just watch for that 342. That's going to be the next strong resistance. But as you can kind of tell, the gaps are very wide, so this is going to be very volatile. And once again, another stock not for the faint of heart. And finally, there's a lot of stocks I could talk on, but especially with Palantir having their earnings, there's going to be a FOMO aspect that does happen today. So it is up 2.76% pre-market. In case you don't know what Palantir does, this is what they do right here. As far as shorts, they're increasing about 198,000 shares. In case you are new to the channel, the only reason why I bring up short interest, it's a good benchmark, right? Because these are the individuals betting against the company. So just because I'm bringing this up does not mean I'm saying that it's a short squeeze play. So just be aware of that. Especially none of the stocks I did bring up definitely were a short squeeze play. SOFI, especially as a result of their recent earnings, kind of had a FOMO short squeeze somewhat the day of their earnings, but aside from that, nothing really much. But 6.04% of the free float is being shorted. 116.98 million shares overall are being shorted, and cost of borrow average is 0.56%. So once again, very, very low. If you are looking at trading this with it at 1751, it's trading between this pivot and this R1. So 1670 is that next strong support, and so far I think it should hold. I don't see, unless they missed on their earnings, of course. But 1773 is going to be that next strong resistance that you'll want to watch for it to kind of break above. Similar like the other companies, the gaps are fairly wide on the fib levels, so there's going to be a lot of volatility. All the stocks I did bring up have a big growth component to them, and just by nature, it's going to bring a lot of volatility. So let me know your thoughts on the stocks that I did bring up. Is there any others that are on your watch list for today? These are the ones obviously having a significant amount of volume, and plus it just seemed interesting. Oddly enough, when I was looking, not much negativity from Chinese stocks as a result of this. So NIO is up pre-market, and I believe Alibaba as well. Let me know your thoughts on today. Is there anything else catching your interest or whatnot? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for an account with Moomoo, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, so this is one of the best deals in the market. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.